All right, family, good morning, good morning, good morning. In the terms of my lovely Carlicia, if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should. But good morning. And we're going to be going to a new winery today. I'm really excited. They're hosting us, and I'm going to be taking my friend Ashley. Really excited about that. It's so early, but it's going to be a good day. I can feel it. It's going to be a moment of trying new wines, and we're going to go on a cellar tour, and they've just been so gracious to us. So I'm really excited to see what today's going to bring. So I'm going to take you on my journey. I hope you guys are ready. Mwah.
Good morning, Ashley here. I am exhausted, but we are about to have a very fun day ahead at the winery, so I have cracked myself open, my most recent addiction, a highball, and I'm going to get ready for my day.
All right, so my morning moment is this Equator coffee. I got it at Firehouse, and it's amazing. I usually French press it, and as you can see, I have French pressed every last drop. It's my second cup, so I'm really in love with this. And I got this tumbler. It's like a small, I think it's made for wine, but I use it for coffee. And I got it at Target, but this blend here, I know you guys saw my previous post on Instagram that Firehouse is my jam, and this was recommended to me, and I love it. It's everything. So let's get this day started. All right, so breakfast is PB2, which is reduced fat, peanut butter powder, a Premier protein, and a banana. I'm going to blend this with a little bit of ice, and I think I might throw some chia seeds in there. I'm not sure. So that's breakfast before we get going. I love this song! What a sweet day! Loved the wine country experience. I mean, taking in everything that's to be offered from the outdoors and just really soaking everything in. I'm kind of a glam hippie in that way, in the sense that I love being outside. And I mean, once you get inside of a winery and everything just looks so beautiful and amazing, you can't beat it. And the wine tasting experience is incredible. I mean, there's so many different varieties.
Types of wines you like? Mm-hmm. Girl, you just gotta try them all. I mean, I thought I hated red wine. I thought I only liked white wine. And now, after trying winery after winery and place after place, getting recommendations from people, 99% of the time all I want to drink is red, and I literally wouldn't even taste it in the past. So, girl, you just gotta try them. You just gotta try them. It was funny, I remember when Jess and I went to the first winery when we first moved to Sacramento. We were like, okay, there's so many places to taste wine around here, let's go. And we tried, this one place had so many different wines, and we were like, this is so awesome, and we tried them all and we thought we loved them. And then fast forward a year after spending an entire year wine tasting, we're like, I don't like any of that. So I think it's really just trying different things and figuring out what you like. I mean, truly, it's so different for each person, but I know for me, I love a good fruity red. Give me a fruity red all day.
Fruity red. So delicious, man. So good. What did you order anyway?
Beef sandwich.
That's real. I like beef.
Some kind of beef
I got
sandwich,
the ham.
some onions.
I got the ham sandwich. I can't wait to
It's all the
jump on that
random things that come on sandwiches that I can be a little bit picky about. So some of them had things that I couldn't get down with, so it helped me nail my selection down.
So good.
you're wanting to do more like that I guess a little bit.
Very intimate. I love it. Just two people.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Courtney and Angie run our wine club here. Then they have first access to reorder it,
Right.
and then sometimes there's not really anything left for anybody else.
Yes, exactly.
For this place in particular, we primarily focus on Zinfandel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Zinfandel is not a wine that you're really intending on holding on to for a super long time. If you go to a big cap producer, you'll find them doing more of like a library program where they can do like verticals and they can show you multiple vintages. But that's because people are buying that with the idea of cellaring it, and they also do it to showcase how it does cellar, kind of like how it will progress over the years.
Yeah, I live in a one-bedroom apartment. We're not cellaring.
Yeah. It's turned
Not
over
a
pretty
thing.
quick. Yeah, it's turned over
I
pretty
mean, it
quickly.
sounds festive, but I just not a thing.
Well, they actually did a study on it, and I think some of the data came back saying that the average time from purchase to consumption was about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Having
it with dinner.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Typically,
Yeah.
people are going to the grocery store, they're picking up food, and they're kind of being like, oh, well, I'll grab a bottle of wine with whatever I'm going to make tonight and see how that's all going to go.
Yep.
So,
That's kind of how I roll.
yeah, you know,
We have a
it's
lot of wine
very
club
normal.
members that will buy like case after case because they're going through it just like a case of water. It's like so quick, like, oh, we just finished this one. We're really thirsty. We need some more.
We're really
They're
thirsty.
constantly-
Yeah. Question.
That would totally be me. I'd be like, oh my god, I don't know, I'm so thirsty. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know, water's overrated. You know,
Right?
water's overrated.
It's water. It's fine.
But
It's water in the wine. It's good.
Yeah, same thing.
Works.
Same thing.
How do you feel like finding, like, what's the easiest way to find a winery that you like? Because I feel like, you know, since I'm not from here, I've been like trying a little bit of everything to see what works. And I feel like you guys have the inside track to figure out, like, what are you looking for when you're looking for a winery? What are like tips for finding what's right for you?
There's lots of different avenues. I think one of the most common that people use specifically here is, you know, typically word of mouth. I think a lot of people are using like Yelp and just looking at different like TripAdvisor things. It's kind of tough because you ask somebody that's from here,
Yeah.
you know, usually they'll be like, oh, well, yeah, I just talked to, you know, my neighbor or, you know, my coworker because I know that I'm having to sign for all their wine club shipments that are getting sent to the office.
Totally.
You know, so that's not the norm. But I think anybody that, you know, Courtney was handling the reservations here, you know, for a long time. And I think a lot of the people that were coming, say, from out of state or from a different area, were using different, you know, apps or tools like that, and just kind of checking out the different reviews that different places were having. And it's gotten pretty sophisticated now to where you could even, you know, input specific varietals or certain things that you like, or maybe like say you buy something from the grocery store that you end up falling in love with. You would do a search of like anything that's somewhat relative to this wine.
Yeah.
Because
it's overwhelming. It's like getting into cars or getting into like anything else that's like,
well, there's a lot of it.
yeah, there's so many options. And I know for me, I was really lucky that I had Ashley because she kind of knew what was going on before I got here.
She was your liaison.
Totally. So I was like, can you help me out?
I was like, come to the
please?
dark side.
I was like, what glass am I supposed to buy? Like, because I just
Oh, that,
get wine
I
glasses.
mean, that can get a little bit
I'm like,
carried away.
oh my god.
As long as it holds it, and it's not, you know, maybe a Dixie cup.
Right.
People,
It's been a thing
people
before.
have done that before. You know, I mean, we're not saying it hasn't happened here, but you know, it's not the number one thing that you go for.
The best thing about like with our portfolio, we have 10 wineries that's part of our family, and so
you can go to any one of those.
yeah, and say if you're a big Pinot drinker, we have a Pinot house that you can go to, and you'll love the tasting room there too. And so we have a good variety too, so it's kind of I don't know, it's
A little something for everybody.
exactly, yeah. So and that's one thing great about it too is if you're still learning what you like, you can just, even if you visit the tasting room, you can ask one of the tasting room associates, be like, what do you recommend for, I really want like a dry cab or something, anything. They'll recommend you, and we do a lot of outreach too with a lot of tasting rooms, and kind of get our face out there and everything. So it's just a lot of word of mouth, and you learn what you like. Just by just tasting and experiencing it.
It's a tough job to have.
Right. Really tough.
You can't be like everyone loves infidel.
Once you get past a certain quality threshold, it's very, very much so subjective. You know, so let's say, we're not going to name any names here, but we'll say maybe a sub $5 price point bottle. It's safe to say.
Everybody wants to know the names.
Oh my God.
I'm
like, I do like the ones that won't be named. That's $4.98.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry.
But
She said this to me literally last night. She said, before I met you.
I was $4.98 the whole way. I was like, this sounds great.
the yellowtail special.
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. Don't let it be on sale. I'm happy as a clam.
Honestly, I think one of the best things you can do is find something that caters to your palate, to what you like, and try and find something that's most agreeable with a price point that you're comfortable with. And because honestly, there's lots of great wines out there, and it doesn't have to be, some triple-digit price point bottle. I think a lot of it gets lost in that because that's, a great marketing ploy for a lot of people. Granted, I think the majority of the population can taste a $500 bottle and be like, yeah, wow, that's great. But they won't be able to tell the difference between a $500 bottle and a $100 bottle. And then down to a $50 bottle. So you start looking at that and you go, wow, if I'm getting the same utility or the same happiness out of this, $30 bottle, I'd rather just have the $470.
Right?
Right? So to each their own. But the one thing that's always very, very important, I think, for people to focus on is you're drinking wine for your personal enjoyment. So you can't let somebody else dictate what is going to make you happy or what you're going to like.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, I know I was thinking, oh, let's go to these big wineries that I've heard of, that's going to be great. And we went to a few, and I was like, wait, maybe I like the smaller experience a little bit better. Because it just, you get these intimate moments where you can learn about things, and it's like an experience. And I think sometimes for bigger places, there's so many people coming through that you lose that element, which is
very much so.
it's like we're just trying to crank people out, So I think for me, I'm finding that I really like a smaller experience because you can't beat this. This is so cool.
I think you can take more away from it.
That's what's kind of cool too about starting at smaller places. I feel like that's what we did for the most part. Then when you go, because if you start at a big place, you might never know what you're missing, really.
I use that analogy before, where it's adult Disneyland.
It really is.
Is what it is.
I used to work for Disney. I know what's going on. I'm like, I know exactly what's happening.
I know what's happening.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, that works for us because.
Right. Sweet.
Yeah.
You can't complain about that.
Right?
Yeah. You might disagree with us, but
No, I don't. I've had a great time. It's I was like, I'm obsessed. I'm coming back. It's a thing. Because it's I don't know. I feel like that matters more than the wine sometimes. When you come someplace and you feel super welcome and everybody's super sweet from being on the phone. Ash had called in and the person on the phone was incredible to the time we walked in. It was just an incredible experience from top to bottom. So I feel like the wine is a nice little glaze that it's and the wine's great. So I had a great time. Thank you guys so much for having us.
You're welcome.
It's been incredible.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I have to say that this was one of the best experiences that I've had at any winery. If you have the opportunity to come up, I highly recommend it. Come visit.